Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to this match play game of secure missing artifacts between the Ultramarines and the new Tyranids. Yes, I'm trying out the new Tyranids. This will be the first one with them. The codex will be here in a few days, but I know the rules, so it's fine. It's all fine because it might have been leaked or something a few weeks back. Anyway, secure missing artifacts. There are 5 objectives on the board. We've already done the shuffling around of the objectives because you do that for this mission. So there's one in the middle, and then there's a couple over here, and a couple over there, like that. You get 4 points if you have 1 in your command phase, 8 points if you've got 2, and an extra 4 if you have more than your opponents. In addition, at the end of your turn, if you control your artifact or priority target, because it used to be priority targets, you get an extra, I think it's 3 points or something. So that's essentially the primary scoring. For the terrain today, we've got lots of ruins all over the place, all marked out by the base of the ruin. So these are actually separate ruins. And then we've got some line of sight blocking terrain around the edges as well, just to block line of sight and things. And the deployment will be like the centre from here to that corner, and then the centre over there to that corner. So it'll be sort of diagonal, which is nice. Nice of them to make things simple with deployment zones. Yeah, so ruins are obscuring, so obviously you can't shoot past them, but you can shoot into them, shoot out of them. They're obscuring. Light cover, defensible, breachable, scalable, all the aballs. That's terrain. That's the mission. And then today, my guest I'm being joined with by today is Paul. Sir Paul of Ultramar.
Indeed. Hello, how are we all?
I'm splendid.
Good.
And you've brought your splendid boys in blue.
Naturally.
Because they're Ultramarines and they're blue.
Yeah, they'd be weird if they're any other colour.
I wonder if someone made Ultramarines and painted them like
I've got
red or
I've got
something.
Some green ones, but that's
Yeah.
stealthy ones.
Yeah, okay. So Ultramarines, and you've brought some of the really good units, and you've actually brought a proper chapter master this time, because I think last time I was taking the piss a bit, because you brought someone who wasn't Calgar, but he was a chapter master.
Yeah, he was running around pretending he had like a Calgar mask on or something.
Calgar mask. Brilliant. I've got my Tyranids, so we'll go through those in just a moment. Before we go through the armies quickly, if you like the content, smash the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you check out Heretic Dave 40k on Instagram, on Patreon, you can have a look at stuff there. And you're also on Instagram at Paul Primetime.
Paul Primetime.
So if you want to see some gorgeous pictures of these amazingly painted Ultramarines, check out Paul Primetime.
Only go that far.
I'll put the link in the description below. And obviously, during the game, feel free to comment, people, because I'll probably get some of the Tyranid rules wrong, but I'll try not to. And obviously, if you want to ask anything, feel free to do so. Do you want to run through your list first? Because yours will probably be a lot easier, quicker, and simpler, maybe,
probably,
possibly.
Based on the hour it took you to explain yours to mine. To me.
There's lots of new rules and things.
Yeah, cool. So, starting...
Where should we start?
So, starting with heavy support.
Start at the back.
I start from the back. So, I've got 2 ATVs and... everyone's favourite, the Smash Brothers, Mario and Luigi.
The war seats.
War seats.
They've got the flamers.
Incendium cannons, indeed.
Flamers and the heavy bolt pistol things.
Yep.
And the ATVs have got the Gatling guns.
Gatling cannons, yeah, because you've got lots of bugs.
Lots of
shots.
Cool, okay.
Yeah. And then I've got everyone's favourites, the Eradicators. I'm going to be able to squeeze in 3 today. Normally I bring a couple more, but...
Well, they're not my favourite, because I don't have any, and they're always shooting at me.
Well, yeah.
But I can see why people like them.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got 3 Eradicators with metal rifles. Nice.
Heavy metal rifles.
The heavy metal rifles.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
I got 5 aggressors.
With all the DACA.
Yep, so they got the bolt storm gauntlets and the missile launchers.
Cool, okay, so lots of shots coming out of them.
Yep, we've got a 5-man Blade Guard veteran squad. With the Blade Guard Ancient.
Yeah, so very choppy.
Only recently finished painting him, so I'm going to try him out. He has a relic. He has a relic banner, the Standard of Macragge Involute, or something like that.
Yep, the Ultramarine relic. Yeah.
So just for being a Blade Guard Ancient, he gives them +1 to hit, but the banner also gives them plus anything within 6 inches +1 attack as well.
Yeah, so those Blade Guard are very choppy, and then if the aggressors are nearby, they're going to be. Well,
yeah.
I mean, they're very punchy anyway, but they're going to be more punchy.
Yeah, I think it does something for morale as well, but put on my Ultramarines. Morale isn't an issue.
Yeah, because Ultramarines get +1 to leadership and they can fall back and shoot, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
And obviously he's an ancient, so if things near him die on a fort, you get to attack as well, which is nice.
Yeah, that's right.
So, okay, cool.
And then my troop selections, got a 5-man squad of infiltrators. They have the Helix Gauntlet.
Of course.
Unnaturally, has to be taken.
So you can ignore the first damage. Cool, okay.
And have 2 squads of bolt rifle intercessors, being led by some legendary sergeants, Sergeant Jovan and Sergeant Castus. They both decided to join us today.
Okay, and they've both got chainswords?
Both chainswords, yep.
Cool, okay.
And then into the HQs.
Yes.
I've got Apothecary, Chaplain, both have been upgraded. So Chief Apothecary, Master of Sanctity. They've both got the Warlord traits, so Wise Orator and Master of Sanctity.
Selfless
healer.
Yeah, so both fully. So you got a Chief Apothecary.
That's right.
And a Super Chaplain. And what ones has he got today? So he's got Litany of Hates to reroll hits.
Exhortation of Rage, which gives him +1 to attack, to the wound roll on melee attacks.
Okay.
Recantation of Focus, which is +1 to the attack rolls on ranged weapons.
Nice, okay. So he's a nice buffy guy, buffing things, and he's picking people up again for free, because that's what he does. Cool, okay.
Yeah. And then I've got Captain on Bike.
Cool.
So it's just a normal firstborn captain, but I've moulded him on an Outrider, because
it looks cool.
Primaris. He has...
really?
Yeah. Firstborn look weird.
So what's he got?
He has the Santa Kalo.
Okay.
As a relic, which gives him a 3-up invulnerable save.
Nice.
And he can also deny a cast, a psychic power.
Okay.
Weapons wise, he has a normal chainsword, although it is a lot bigger than normal. And he has a stormbomber.
A normal chainsword? You didn't even give him the Teeth of Terror?
No. I did model him with a really big chainsword, much bigger than normal, because that was my intention when I modelled him. But
I haven't given it to him today.
Yeah, because I've already got 3 relics. I couldn't really get enough.
Couldn't squeeze any more in. But okay, so he's going to be zipping around,
not
necessarily chopping things up, but buffing things and helping things out.
Yeah, and then leading
being
everything.
a nuisance. Okay.
Leading everything, you have the real chapter master, not the pretend one. Mine is Calgar.
Yes.
And he naturally has the Adept of the Codex, so I can hopefully get some CP back.
Yeah, so he's got a CP farm, and he's just an absolute tank. So he's like a chapter master, so you can give a unit 4 rerolls to hit, and he's got the reroll hit rolls of 1 aura as well.
He's not like a chapter master, he is a chapter master.
Well, yes. He is the chapter master. And he's very punchy in combat, and he's got some bolters and things as well. Cool. Okay, and obviously for those who don't know as well, the Super Doctrine for Ultramarines is in the Tactical Doctrine, so turns 2 and probably 3, because you're Ultramarines.
That's right.
Then you can move and shoot as if you were stationary. So your heavy melter rifles can move and still hit on freeze, and you can move and rapid fire and things like that. So very, very shooty, with the ability to fall back and shoot, and quite a lot of punch here as well. So, okay, cool. Right, so that's the Ultramarines. Now, everyone bear with me while I run through the Tyranids. Right.
Sit down, grab yourself a drink.
First off, I'm running Kronos, because I've always ran Kronos normally, except for when the Leviathan supplement came out, I changed to Leviathan because Kronos just weren't that good at the time. But I think they're good again now. So back to Kronos. It's a dual patrol because I want a Flying Hive Tyrant and a Swarm Lord, and you can only have 1 per detachment now. So that's already cost me 2 CP. I'll start with my Warlord. My Warlord is a Neurophrope. These guys are amazing now. 100 points. Absolutely brilliant. He gets +1 to cast. That's his sort of built-in thing. And he can also tell another unit to cast, or himself, any Psyche unit, within Synaptic Link range to cast on 3d6 and pick the 2 highest, or just discard whichever one I want, basically. And his Warlord trait is that he can do that twice. It's called Synaptic something or other, I've forgotten the name, but essentially I can do that ability on him twice, so he can pick 2 units to cast on 3d6. I've also given him a relic, the Resonance Barb, so he knows an extra power, and he's got +1 to cast. So now he has +2 to cast. We can see where this is going. And his powers are, he obviously knows Smite, and then because he can know an additional power, he knows Onslaught, so I can make something advance and charge. Catalyst, so I can give something a 5-up shrug, and the Kronos power, Symbiote Storm, so I can give something ranged attacks +1 strength. So he's going to be sitting at the back, pinging pals all over the place. Other HQs, got a Swarmlord. He's a Swarmlord. I haven't given him anything because you can't. But he's really good. He can tell a core unit to be objective secured or count as an extra model for objective secured. So you can point at 10 termagants and make him count as 20 termagants. Or he can make a Carnifex objective secured or something like that, or the Gene Stealers. So he's a bit like a Chapter Master. He's really tanky in combat. He's got very big swords. Next HQ, Broodlord. He's still a Broodlord. He's still fairly good in combat. He's still a Psyker. He still does what he does. His ability is he can tell a unit to get an extra AP in combat on wound rolls of 6, which is okay. But I've put him in the list for a specific reason, which we'll get to when we see the secondaries. So that's the Broodlord. And then my final HQ, I've got a Flying Half Tyrant with a Heavy Venom Cannon, because Heavy Venom Cannons are very good now. Strength 9, -3 for damage. And then I've given him a War Trait and a Relic. His War Trait is... I can't remember the name of it. It's the 5-up shrug, basically. And then I've given him Pathogenesis. So he gets plus 8-inch range on his gun. And he can reroll a hit and reroll a wound. So he should be getting all 3 of his shots through most of the time. And obviously Kronos, for those who don't know, I get plus 4-inch range to my guns. So he's got plus 12-inch range to his guns. So he's now got a 48-inch range Heavy Venom Cannon. And he's got adrenal glands and toxin sacs. So he can move 17 inches and then shoot 48 inches. So if you're on the board, he can shoot you. Unless you're hiding very well. And then his psychic powers and things for these chaps. So Sword has Catnest, 5-up shrug, and Paroxysm, so I can point at an enemy unit and they can't overwatch, can't set the defend, and they get -1 to wound in melee, which is useful. Broodlord's got Psychic Scream, Flying Half Tyrant's got Psychic Scream, and also the Horror, which affects leadership and combat attrition. Not really going to help against Ultramarines. So that is him, and he can tell a unit to reroll hit rolls of 1. So he's a bit like a Chapter Master, he's a bit like a Captain. Alright, I hope everyone's sticking with me here, it's a lot to get through. Moving on to the more simple things. Troops, I've got 3 units of 10 termagants, because why not? 2 units of 5 Gene Stealers, no upgrades on them. Gene Stealers and Broodlords can all forward deploy now, which is useful. They're essentially in the list to forward deploy and sort of deny space for like first turn deep strikes and teleport shenanigans and things like that. That's essentially what they're in the list to do. Moving into elites, 2 units of 3 Zoanthropes. So Zoanthropes now, no smite and 1 power, and can only cast 1 power now. So both units I've given the extra power as Neuroparasite, which is like a mortal wound bomb for horde units, which you don't actually need line of sight for, which is nice. When casting smites or witchfires, they get +1 to cast for each model in the unit, so +3, and they get +1 mortal wound on smites for each model in the unit, so +3 mortal wounds, +3 mortal wounds. They're a mortal wound bomb, and that's really nice. Heavies, okay, so I've got 2 Excrins at the back. They're nice and simple. They're Excrins, they shoot big things across the board and blow stuff up. If they move less than half of their movement, they ignore the benefits and cover. That's ignoring light cover and dense cover, which is nice. So if you're hiding in a ruin behind some trees, still hitting you on 3s, and you're not getting +1 to your save, which is nice. And there's a really nice strat for them as well, where I can make them do that even if they move their full movement, and they get exploding 6s to hit, which is nice. And they get 6 + D3 shots.
No, that's not good at all.
It's very good. And then finally, I've got 2 Carnifexes. I've got one here. Well, both of them have got adrenal glands and toxin sacs, so they're a bit quicker, a bit stronger. And then hit rolls of 6 also wound. And then I've given them a few other upgrades as well. So this one's got the talons and the crushing claws. And he's got a bone mace for a tail. And he's got tusks, so he can potentially do mortal wounds on the charge. And I've actually given this one an upgrade, Predator Instinct or Predatory Instinct or whatever it is. So he can heroically intervene 6 inches. So if you get anywhere near him, he's going to jump on you and punch you in the face with big claws. That's what he does. And this one over here has got the talons and a heavy venom cannon. I've also given him improved senses or whatever. So he's actually got ballistic skill 3 instead of 4 now. And he's got a fresher sight for a tail, which is more of an anti-horde tail. And I've given him Dermic Symbiosis, who's got 4+ invulnerable save all the time, which is nice. They've both also got Thorns or something, so they get an extra AP in combat or something, which is really nice. All these little upgrades you can give card effects is just crazy. I think that's everything. Did I run for everything? I don't know. If not, we'll probably catch it during the game. Synaptic Imperatives and Synaptic Link things, we'll go through those as they come up, because I'll be here all day. I think that's the Tyranids. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think so.
You're thinking maybe? Okay, cool, right. Okay, so that's the Tyranids, running Chronos. And my adaptive trait is at half range, you get an extra AP. But at the start of the battle round, I can change that for something else. And I've already told Paul what it is, but I'll tell you viewers what it's going to be after we've deployed, because it might be a nice little surprise. Someone might suddenly go, "Oh, that's actually really good." I think that's everything. Psychic powers, relics, warlord traits, things. Yes, I think I've done everything. Cool. As for deployments, obviously because we've already moved the objectives around, we already know who's deploying where. So the Tyranids are going to be this side, and the Ultramarines are going to be that side. I'm the defender, so I'm going to deploy first, and we'll alternate. And then we'll be back. Okay, we are back after deployment, but I forgot a few things, so let's run through a couple of things I forgot. So one thing is, you gave, was it your chaplain?
Chaplain, yeah.
He's got the Ultramarine relic thing, the Seal of Oath, so you can point at, is it a unit for the battle?
A unit, yeah. 1 unit for the battle, and anything within 6 inches of him can re-roll all hits and wounds against it.
Yeah, so you're having to think about what you want to do that with. And then also, we haven't gone through secondaries yet. No. Although you probably can't see that because the light's shining on it. But secondaries, basically, the Ultramarines are going for Oath of the Moment, because obviously Space Marines, and there's an objective in the middle. So you want to get to the middle anyway. You might as well get points for being in the middle. Ultramarines don't really fail morale, but you might want to fall back sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then you get points for killing characters, monsters. I've got lots of characters and lots of monsters. So there's a potential of 4 points each turn for that, but obviously sometimes you might want to fall back. But even if you fall back some turns, it's still quite an easy one to max out on, as long as you keep getting to the middle at the end of the battle rounds. So going second is better for Oath of Moment, because you can get to the middle and kill whatever's on it and then get your points. Whereas if you go first, you can run onto the middle and then I can just kill you.
And then try and withstand the punishment.
Yeah, so you're going for Oath of Moment. You're also going for engaging all fronts, partly because of the deployment, basically, because you're already in 2 quarters anyway, and you're almost in a third one. Well, you're in a third one now, but even if they weren't there, you could have easily got into 3 quarters at least. So you're going to get points for getting table quarters, and then you're doing some R&D, some retrieving data. So you need to do an action each turn in different quarters to get some points. So you're spreading all over the place, looking for data or missing artifacts, and then also want to control the middle. Tyranids, meanwhile, we're going with Stranglehold, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Basically, I want to get, because there's 5 objectives on the board, I want to get 3 objectives in my turn. I'm also going for Psychic Interrogation, which I mentioned earlier. There's a reason why the Broodlord's in the list. That's why. Because if I needed to, I can forward deploy to get him in Psychic Interrogation range, and he's quick. He's only got 1 power anyway, and he can't get shot out because he's a character. So he's a useful little Psychic Interrogator. And he's not bad as a counterpunch unit if you get near him, so that's what he's in the list for. I've also gone to Grind Them Down, which is kill more per battle round than you kill in terms of units. I've got a few easy to kill units like the Gene Stealers and the little units of Termagants, but once you've killed them, everything else is going to be difficult to kill. And I think my list is probably more killy than yours, maybe, so yeah, we'll give that a go. So that's the secondary objectives. I think what we need to do now is go through deployment, and then we'll see who's going first. So, Tyranids, I deployed first. Let's run through what I've got. So I've got some Termagants hiding behind a rock, because they're Termagants and they're cowards. Got a Broodlord there, being protected by the Termagants. Excrim, because they're Chronos, they've got 40-inch range, which is nice, so they can see lots of things. Zoanthropes here, Neurofrope there, Hive Tyrant, Zoanthrope, Swarmlord, Efringson's Synaptic Link and Synapse range. More Termagants in this ruin here. A couple of Carnifexes hiding behind there because you put the wall suits there, basically, and that's why I've also put my Swarmlord over there. And some more Termagants there. So if you want to take that objective off of me, you're going to have a fight on your hands. And then I've basically put my Geniuses down first, to basically deny where you could put your wall suits and your infiltrators.
Yeah.
So I'll spread them out nicely. So then the only place you could really put them if you wanted to forward deploy was over there, and you did. So yeah, that was it for me for Tyranids. Do you want to run through your deployment and thoughts and feelings, Paul?
Yeah, so as mentioned, Mario and Luigi sat over there. Infiltrators are tucked nicely behind them.
Yes.
So hopefully they're going to charge up and
if
in theory cause some problems. But
if you go first, you could kill some things for sure. I mean, the punchback might be quite powerful, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it'd be fun. And then we got my ATV tucked behind here. He's ready to come in around there.
And zip out and shoot something.
Yeah,
cool.
Got, kind of a big blob here in the middle. My intercessors, blade guards, aggressors, and then my character blobs there. So they're going to come up into the middle here.
The classic Ultramarines castle to get over moments.
Yes.
I did not foresee that at all, Paul. You're having a big blob marching towards the middle.
Really?
Not at all.
It's a new tactic.
Yeah. Well, if it works, don't change it. He's around there.
I got my ATV here.
Cool.
Again, he's going to charge up into here. And then I got just my eradicators, another intercessor squad. They're being handled by my captain.
Yeah.
So they're going to pop out.
Yeah, so I can see you, Captain, because look out, Sarah. I can't shoot him because he's next to the other guys.
Yeah.
So okay, that's interesting. So you got a unit over there to do some rodding. You got a unit over there to do some rodding, and then your infiltrators are there. And obviously, there's guerrilla tactics later. You can always make the infiltrators disappear and pop up again somewhere else.
Exactly right.
Although I probably will be screening you out, or at least trying to to get a fourth quarter. But okay. So that's deployment and things. We need to roll now to see who goes first, and then after we've done that roll, I can decide if I change my trait or not. I mean, I've already told you what I'm going to do, but I haven't told the viewers yet. It'll be a fun one. After you, Paul. 6. Okay. So 4. Well, your Ultramarines will be going first. I will be swapping out my adaptive trait, which is half range extra AP, to... I can't remember the name of it, but basically all my monsters are objective secured. Which is why I've gone for Stranglehold. And the bigger monsters that have 10 or more wounds, like the Hive Tyrant, the Swarm Lord, and the Exocrines, are objective secured and count as 5 models. So, yes. So I've got lots and lots of obsec suddenly now with all the monsters, the termagants, and obviously the Swarm Lord can tell a unit to be objective secured as well. And then also at the start of the first battle round, I can choose whether I pop off one of my synaptic imperatives. So I'll have a think about that. Paul will do some moving and command phasey stuff, and then we'll be back. Right, we are back. The Ultramarines have had their command and movement phase. No redeploying shenanigans from the Ultramarines, and I didn't actually use any of my synaptic imperatives this battle round because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't think any of them were really going to help this turn, so I haven't bothered with them yet. Oh, did you not want to move your war suits?
No.
No, you're happy with them just sitting there?
Alright, yeah, I'm moving.
Okay, we'll be back. Right, we're back. Paul's moved them now, we forgot. Because staying where they weren't really going to do much. Okay, so do you want to run through what you did in your command phase and your movement phase very quickly?
Yeah, we'll start off with the war suits actually. So decided to bring them up, so they're going to hopefully cause some problems with these guys.
Yeah.
Whilst my infiltrators claim the objective and equally retrieve data on it.
Yeah, cool.
So that ATV's to stay where he is. He's just hiding. He'd have to shoot the G2s if he needs to.
Bit of counter punch later on. Okay.
Blade guards push forward. They're going to bundle into the Gene Stealers in a minute and claim the objective.
If they're still there after you've shot things.
Well, yeah. Aggressors, they're all equally. Everything's just come forward essentially. So aggressors have come forward. Kalgar.
Yeah, and you got intercessors just on that objective there, hiding.
So they're just hiding and claiming that. And then here, pretty much the same thing. So, captain, eradicators, intercessors have come forward. So everyone's
shoot the Gene Stealers
to shoot some stuff.
Cool. And then your command phase buffs. Kalgar gave the aggressors reroll hits, and you got both your litanies off to give them buffs and things.
That's right. Yeah. So blade guards have got the exaltation race, so they got +1 to their wound rolls, and they've got +1 to their hit rolls.
Cool. Okay, well, I don't think you'll need the buffs this time, but still, at least you're remembering.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. I would say Psychic phase. We haven't got any Psychers today. Do you want to start off with some shooting, and where would you like to start?
Yeah. I'll start with my...
Intercessors.
Yeah, I'm assuming today.
Operation Kill All My Gene Stealers will begin. I'm sure it'll be pretty successful. Okay, intercessors, bolt rifles into the Gene Stealers.
Yeah, so
Bang, bang, bang.
3 rerolling 1 because the captain.
Yes, El Capitan. I see a 1. It didn't help. But everything else hit.
Everything else
That's
did
good. Gene Stealer toughness 4 still, so winning on 4s. And, oh, that was worse than your hit rolls.
Yeah.
Is that 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, you're very accurate, but apparently you didn't do much damage. 5+ invulnerable saves because of Gene Stealers. That's a very weirdly cocked dice. It can be a 1. Right. 2 die. Well, that was underwhelming. Captain going to shoot them?
Yeah, he's going to shoot him with his Stormbolter.
Yes, he's got a twin bolt on the bike, hasn't he?
Cool. Oh, yes, yeah, he's got that as well. I've just used the Stormbolter first. So that's
Oh, he's got a storm bolter as well as the twin bolt on the bike.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Very, very shooty bike,
a couple
Captain.
of extra
Okay.
pennies to even
Okay.
rapid fire 2, I believe.
Storm bolter, yeah, that'll be 4 shots from there. He hits some 2s. Can't reroll for himself because, you know, he's not cool. Force to wound. 2. 2 more invulnerable saves. Got a save one this time. Kill another Gene Stealer. And you've got the twin bolter on the bike, which is essentially a storm bolter. So you can essentially just do them both at the same time next time. Because brain fart. All right. Winning on 4s. Just the 1. Okay. And he's dead. So there's 1 left. That one. Okay. And you got some eradicators. Have they actually got another target though?
No, not really. So there's no other choice.
They've got the range to shoot what they can see down here.
18 inches, isn't they?
Well, I guess she's got 6 heavy melter shots into 1 Gene Stealer then, I guess.
We just really don't like.
What's the range of the heavy melter rifle? Is it still 24 or something?
17.
I don't know. Let's check. Right, surprise, surprise. The eradicators eradicated 1 Gene Stealer. You're thinking about not shooting the Gene Stealers in the middle because you want to charge them with the blade guard to sit on the middle and possibly get oath.
Yes.
So you're not shooting that, and everything else there isn't in range or line of sight of anything else. So, okay. So we're moving over here to the war suits, and you're going to flame the little bugs and shoot the other guns at the swarm lord.
Absolutely.
What are you starting with?
Flamers.
Okay, you're going to do them both at the same time?
At the same time, yeah. So it's 4d6 shots.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's 10, 15.
15. Nice. Okay. And they'll also hit, won't they? Which is nice. What's the strength for the flamer incendium cannon things?
Strength 5.
Okay, so you're winning on 3s then. Ooh. And the AP is...
So normally it's -1, but it's... Well, because it's devastated doctrine, so it's AP -2.
Oh, it's just 8 dead then. It's got 5 up save normally. Okay, cool. So you've killed all but 2 little bugs. Nice. Maybe I should have done the invulnerable save. Synaptic imperative. Never mind. They're only little bugs, and then you're going to shoot your big guns into the swarm lord, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, we start with the...
Got the heavy bolter things, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm going to do the grenade launches first, though.
Okay.
So it's like D6. So I'll do them both again, both at the same time. This one.
Yeah, sure.
2d6, just 5 shots.
Okay. Hitting on 3s. What's the strength for those? Because swarm lords are toughness 8 now.
Strength 4. So
6 is to wound, yeah. You got 1. Any AP on that?
No.
Is it not a heavy weapon or anything?
No, it's assault.
Okay, 2 up. He's good. And then you got your bolters and your iron hail stubber things.
So do the stubbers, just 6 on each.
Yeah, because they've both got 2 guns and they're 3 shots each, aren't they? Cool.
It's heavy 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 shots each on each one. So.
Cool, okay. Hitting on 3s then. Stubbers into the swarm lord. What's the strength for the old iron hail stubbers?
Strength 4 again.
Strength 4 again. Oh, 6s. This toughness 8's coming handy. It used to be toughness 7, the swarm lord. 2 more cheeky wounds though. There'll be AP on that though, won't there?
Yeah, so it's AP -2.
Okay, so 4 invulnerable saves. I've made them.
Yeah.
I've made them anyway. Cool.
And then on one of them, because I'm now going to do the heavy bowlers, one of them I'm going to do use a stratagem.
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called.
What does it do?
Essentially, on a bowler it gives me automatically, on a hit it gives me D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. Oh, the Hellfire round stratagem. Alright, we'll have a look at that. Okay, we were looking at Hellfire rounds, but can it be used on infantry? And surprise, war suits aren't infantry, so you can't do it. So just 6 heavy bolt shots. Freeze. Okay, they've all hit. 5 to wounds, though. Just the one. It'll be -2 because of Devastator, so 4 plus invulnerable save. Oh! Takes 2 damage. Cheeky. He's only got lots of wounds left. I'll figure it out in a minute. I think he starts on 14 now or something. I'll have a look in a sec. Any more shooting?
Yeah, I'll get my infiltrators in there.
They're retrieving data.
Oh, they're retrieving data, of course.
Yes.
In that case, that is all my shooting.
Okay, I'll work out how many wounds he's got left, and then we'll be back in the charge phase. Okay, we are back. Some charges happened. You charged the Blade Guard and the Blade Guard Ancient into the Gene Stealers, and you've sent Mario, the War Suit, into the Swarm Lord. You wanted Luigi to follow, but their bases were too big.
Yeah.
So one plumber's gone in, the other one will go in later, and you start with the War Suit, because if you didn't, I'd interrupt and kill your War Suit. Basically. Makes sense. So you got 5 attacks.
Yep.
And you're hitting on freeze. That's not the best start.
I wasn't what I was hoping.
No, so what's the strength of that? I imagine it would
be what times 2, so that's 14.
Okay, so you're winning on freeze. Oh, so you've only wounded once. So even if I fail that, I ignore the damage anyway. Like that.
Yeah.
There we go. So that was useful. I could interrupt the Gene Stealers. I might, if I was lucky, kill 1 Blade Guard. I'm not going to bother because I think I can probably kill your Blade Guard just with pure mortal wounds if I wanted to in my target phase. So I'm not actually going to bother wasting 2 CP. So you can feel free to hit me with your Blade Guard. With your many attacks because of Shock Assault and Banner Guy and everything else. Okay, many attacks on the Blade Guard. They're hitting on 2s because they're next to the Ancient. Rerolling 1s because of Calgar. And you're winning on 2s because they had Exaltation of Rage for +1 of wounds. So the Gene Stealers are probably dead unless I roll some 4-ups. So you hit on 2s. You're rerolling 1s because the Chapter Master's nearby. And oh look, you've hit every time. You're now winning on 2s because they are very raged and exhausted or something. They're angry. They've seen Gene Stealers.
They're exhorting their rage.
They are certainly doing that. This is where you got big hands, isn't it? Right, we're winning on 2s. I'll see a few ones, but I think I'm probably going to have to make lots of saves. 20, 4 plus invulnerable saves. Oh look, the Gene Stealers are dead. Okay, the Gene Stealers are dead. You've consolidated them, piled in and consolidated them things. Moving on to the Swarm Lord, I'm spending a CP on Voracious Appetite so I can reroll his wounds. He's got 9 attacks now, and he hits on 2s because, he's a Swarm Lord. So I've missed 2 attacks, but that's fine. Strength 9, so I'm definitely winning on freeze.
Can I transhuman that one?
If it's got the Primaris keyword, let's have a quick check.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, never mind. Okay. So winning on freeze, and then rerolling because of Voracious Appetite. So 6 saves, and it's at minus something? Let me check. It's minus 4 AP now, so no save. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 damage. I think it might be dead.
He's dead.
Does it blow up? No,
No.
it doesn't. Okay, well, it's dead war suit. Yay!
I'm going to spend a CP for Avenge the Fallen, which now means that every unit in my army gets to reroll hits of 1 against that.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, fair enough. Okay, the war suit's dead, so yay. I've consolidated my Swarm Lord a little bit closer, and then that's the end of your turn. You're in 3 quarters, so you've got 2 points for engage. You started your rod. You've got 3 points for holding your, I was going to say priority target, your primary mission objective thing. There's an artifact over there. You've got it. And your Oath of Moment thing, haven't got any points for yet, but you haven't fallen back. So as long as you don't fail a morale test, something stays in the middle, you'll be getting some points for that. So that's the end of the Ultramarines turn 1. We'll move on to Tyranids turn 1, and we'll be back after the command and movement phase. Right, Tyranids turn 1 after the command and movement phase. In the command phase, I did all my abilities and things. So my Swarm Lord told my Carnifex here to reroll all hits. Did I tell that one to reroll all hits or that one? I can't remember. Let's just say that one. Half Tyrant sending that one to reroll hit rolls of 1. My Neurothroat told himself to cast on 3d6 and also the Broodlord. I didn't bother doing the Broodlord's ability for extra AP because it's actually going to make absolutely no difference this turn because I'm going to be hitting things like invulnerable saves or things that won't have a save if I hit them anyway. So I couldn't be bothered to do that. So that was my abilities and things. Oh, and I also told these 2 termagants to be extra objective secured. So they are now classing as 4 objective secured models on that objective. He obviously counts as an objective secured model on that objective, and the Swarm Lord counts as 5 objective secured models on that objective. So that's my objective. Alright? Yep. In terms of moving... Oh, I've forgotten some termagants under here. The termagants ran over there. They advanced just to hide behind the ruin. Over here, not really that much moved. The Zone Throats moved a little bit to get within smite range. The Broodlord hopped onto the objective just to double up on that. And my Neurothroat advanced over here. He's supposed to be within 3 inches of him, so he can't get shot at. Those Zone Throats spread out a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's 2 inches, but just to keep my Synaptic Link range going, and also to get within smite range of the Blade Guard. My Hive Tyrant and my Shooty Carnifex have both ran towards the Blade Guard. It's pretty obvious what they're going to be doing. And then over here, my Swarm Lord is going to kill that War Suit, and this Carnifex, yeah, he's going to smash stuff over there. So that's the movement phase. Let's do the Psychic phase. I'm going to start off with the Broodlord doing Psychic Interrogation. There's a nice character there. He's casting on 3 dice. I need a 4. Oh, look, it's gone off. I've got 3 points. That's the Broodlord done. He's done the Psychic action. Now I'm going to go over to my, what's it called? Neurothrope. He's going to do Onslaught. And he's going to ping this out to the Punchy Carnifex over there because he actually advanced to get that close. So I need a 6.
Doesn't that have to be within 12 inches? It's
within Synaptic Link range. So we can pass it to them, you can pass it to them, you can then pass it over there.
Oh, okay.
It's fun, isn't it?
I'll put it only to 1. Wow.
So he's casting on 3d6. I need a 6. I need to get him +2 to his cast roll. So that's gone off on 11. Alright. He's then going to do Catalyst. So again, I need a 6. Oh look, I've got it's a 13 this time. Let's put a 5-up shrug on, I don't know, let's stick it on the Shooty Carnifex there, just for fun. I could also spend a CP and do Symbio Storm with him to cast an additional power, but I don't think I need actually extra strength with my guns. Because Blade Guard are only toughness 4, aren't they? And you've always got the annoying transhuman strat. So I'm not going to bother doing that. Okay, so that's him done. Let's move over to these Zone Throats here, Paul. Mm-hmm. Their nearest visible target are those aggressors.
Okay.
They're going to smite them.
Okay.
Alright. It's a 6 plus 3 because there's 3 in the unit. So that's a 9. He's got to deny. How far away is your captain guy?
Is it 18 inches? Right?
24.
Oh, 24.
Nope, your captain's denied too far away. Okay, so that smite's gone off on a 9. So it's just going to be D3, but +3, because I've got 3 Zone Throats.
They're in range of the apothecary, so they
so you can get your shrugs. But that is 6 shrugs you're going to have to make. Because brain bugs. So 6 shrugs on the aggressors by the apothecary.
Oh,
he's made a couple. Okay, so I've killed a guy and took a wound off another. Okay, cool. It's nice, very nice. Okay, let's move over to my Hive Tyrant. He's got Psychic Scream and the Horror. Okay, let's do Psychic Scream with my Hive Tyrant. So I need a 5. That's a 7. Use that used on our range as well. So that's going to be D3 into your blade guard. It's for 1. Brilliant.
Is that one more wound?
Yeah, 1 more wound into your blade guard. And then he's also going to do a smite. So I need a 6 this time. I get a 7. That's another D3. Another 1. Okay. So 1 blade guard is on 1 wound. Let's move on to the Swarm Lord. He's also going to do a smite. He might as well do. I don't think he needs it, but... So I now need a 5, 6, 7. No? Okay, no big deal. But he will also cast Paroxysm, which does go off. And I'm going to put that on your war suit, so it can't overwatch, can't set the defend, and if you survive, you hit me at -1 to wound in combat. I mean, you won't survive, but in case you do. But most importantly, you can't overwatch with your big flamer thing into my Swarm Lord, which is nice. So that's him, and then my final Brain Bug unit will smite and will hit the Blade Guard. So that's 5. There's 3 in the unit. That's an 8. 5, 6, 7. I needed an 8, so that's perfect. So that's gone off. And that'll be D3 plus 3. So that's 6 mortal wounds on the Blade Guard. So that's 2 guys dead, basically. Right, moving into the shooting phase. I'm shooting Exocrine number 1 into the aggressors. You've done Transhuman, but Kelgar got its CP back. So it's Transhuman for free, which is nice. So they get 6 shots plus D3 now. So that's 9 shots. Alright, I'm going to spin a strat on this chap to give him exploding 6s. Alright, so he's hitting on 3s. 6s count additional hits. I've only missed 1, but I've got a 6. I've hit you 9 times. But at least I'm only winning on 4s, which is something. To be honest, I didn't get any 3s anyway. That was terrible. It's -4, so you won't get a save. But it is 3 lots of free shrugs. 3 at a time. Because of wounds and damage carryover and stuff. So the guy that's wounded, 3 shrugs on him. He's dead. Next guy. He's dead. Next guy. Ooh, so one of them's on a wound, 2 of them have died. Nice. Right, there are just 2. Okay, right. Exocrine number 2. Shooting aggressors. 6 plus D3. He's got 8 shots. They're pretty good Exocrines for 170 points, don't you think?
No.
Hit on 3s. Look, I've got 2 6s that time. Winning on 4s though, because Transhuman. That's 3. You don't get any saves because it's AP4. So you got 3 lots of free shrugs again. Because of Mr. Apothecary. Just while he's there, I'll just be dying. So the guy's wounded, dead. Next guy, dead. And then I would say next guy dead, but there isn't any left.
There is no next
They're all dead. Interesting. Okay, so I could potentially shoot those characters now. Interesting. Because my final half round's got a big venom cannon pointing... Well, he's not pointing in their direction. I can't tell him there's ruins in the way. Let's shoot a heavy venom cannon at the Apothecary, because that's fun. So, final half turn, he's got 3 shots with his venom cannon. He hits on 2s. Alright? And his relic allows him to get reroll a hit and reroll a wound. Alright? Hit on 2s. I can reroll a hit. I'll let he's hit every time. It's strength 9. So he's winning on 2s. I don't need to reroll a wound. It's -3 though, so you actually get 3 6-up saves. And then each one's damage 4. Well, he's got shrugs. So that's 2 fails, so that's 8 shrugs on your Apothecary. You need 5 6s out of 8 dice. You can do it. Have faith in the Emperor. As he gets shot in the face by a venom cannon. No, he's very dead. Right, that was fun.
For you.
Yes. Right, Paul is shaking his head. I don't think he's impressed with my Tyranid list. This card effects here, which is rerolling 1s to hit, can see the wheel of your ATV. So I'm going to shoot your ATV. I could shoot the Blade Guard, but I want to charge them. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to shoot your ATV. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Don't need to. It's strength 9, so I'm winning it on freeze. Ah. It's got 8 wounds, doesn't it? ATV.
ATV.
Let's check.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, they're 8 wounds. I'm going to spend a CP, reroll one of those. Ah! So that's 1 6-up save. And it's 4 damage. I was hoping to just one-shot it. Ooh.
Oh.
It's a 6. I'll allow it. Cool. Okay. Right. Okay, I was hoping I'd just one-shot your bike, but I didn't. That's annoying. But the aggressors are dead. Termagants could shoot their assault weapons. Can't be bothered because that's all going to be dead in a minute anyway. Actually, no, I'll do it anyway, actually. Shoot the 2 Termagants into your infiltrators. So I'm hitting on 5s now because it's -1 hit because they advance. I've hit you. They're strength 5 now, these. So winning on freeze. I wounded. It's -1 AP. 4-up save on your infiltrators.
That's 4, yeah.
4 ups, yeah. Trying to make you use your Helix Adept on a little flesh borer. That was my plan there. I think that's one of my guns. They've advanced it. They're behind the ruin. They can't see anything because you're behind the ruin. That's the shooting done. We'll be back in the charge phase. Right, we're back in the charge phase. I've done a couple of charges already. The Swarm Lord's gone into the war suit, which obviously couldn't overwatch, so I just shut him in. And then my Carnifex there, which I'll put Onslaught on, has gone into the Infiltrators. And now I'm going to choose some charges here. So the Hive Tyrant's going to go into the Blade Guard. He needs a 6. Alright? That's 5. Really want him to get in. Okay, right, let's CP that.
Haven't you already done a CP reroll?
Not in the charge phase. He's in. Okay, so he's going to go in 9 inches. Oh. And the Carnifex needed a 7 or an 8. Can't remember. I better check again, because that's a 7. Right, okay, yes, the Carnifex failed the charge. I needed an 8, which is a bit annoying. I am spending a CP on the Hive Tyrant on Trampling Charge, because he's a Horned Chitin, or Chitin, or however you want to pronounce it. So basically, I roll a dice when he charges him, and that does mortal wounds. I've rolled a 5. D3 plus 3 mortal wounds into your Blade Guard. That's 6 mortal wounds, Paul. That's 2 Blade Guard just dead as I charged in. Oh, there's only 1 left. We've just 1 wound, is that? Oh dear. Okay, well, let's do that, and then I'll choose what to fight first with.
I get to do the
oh yeah, the stand back up again things with your ancient. Okay, well, it's 4 ups, isn't it? So so I've killed 2
we'll
of
do
them.
that straight away, or I'm just reading through the rule here. So.
Yeah, we'll do that and we'll be back. Right, I've charged in, killed some Blade Guard. We did the rolls for the ancient. You managed to get an attack with your Blade Guard in combat, and I made the save. Yeah. So nothing really happened there. I'm actually going to start my Swarm Lord now, seeing as though there's only 1 Blade Guard left. So let's start with the Swarm Lord. I'm going to spend another CP on Voracious Appetite to reroll his wound rolls. So I just really want that Ball Suit dead. So he hits on 2s. Dropped a couple of attacks again, but that's fine. So I get to wound on freeze. And I get to reroll the wound rolls. Just didn't help. But it's -4, 3 damage as a dead war suit. Do you blow up? Because that is 15 damage. No, it's a very dead war suit. The Swarm Lord, I've discovered, is very good at killing Invicta war suits.
Everything's very good at killing Invicta war suits.
Well, yeah, because they don't have -1 damage like Dreadnoughts. They're not as chunky as Dreadnoughts. Because they're only toughness 6 as well, aren't they? Rather than 7, I think.
I think they're toughness 7.
I don't know. Okay, so he's dead. Cool, I'll consolidate him in a moment. Did you want to interrupt with a Blade Guard or some Infiltrators? Is it really worth 2 CP?
It's not really, but even if I can just chip a little bit off of him.
I mean, he's got a 4+ invulnerable save and a 5-up shrug. And he's got like 13 wounds.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's not really going to help you, I don't think. No. Alright, okay. Well, I'll move over to my Carnifex. He's going to eat some Infiltrators. Okay, moving on to the Carnifex of Punchy Death. He has 5 attacks, because because he gets extra attack because he charged. And I'm going to put these 5 attacks on his Crushing Claws. And you spent a CP on Transhuman in the hope that it will keep them alive along with the Helix Gauntlet.
Yeah, just whatever I can do, I guess.
So I'm hitting you on freeze. I'm rerolling hits because he's core, and the Swarm Lord told him to reroll hits. I've missed one, that's a shame. But I'm winning you on 4s now instead of 2s.
Oh, that worked.
That made a big difference. Yeah, okay, so that's 1 at -4, so you won't get a save. D3 plus 3 damage. But you can ignore that because you got a gauntlet.
Yeah.
So basically the Crushing Claws have done nothing. Okay?
You're rubbish.
I've got 3 attacks with his talons. Oh. Basically the unit's not going to die now. Hitting on freeze. Okay. Winning on 4s to Transhuman. So that's 2. At -3, 3 damage. So 2 6-up saves. Okay, so that's 2 down. And then I've got 1 attack with his Bone Mace on his tail. Which misses, but I can reroll. And still misses. Okay. So what I've discovered is, well, actually, I knew this ages ago, Infiltrators can actually be quite survivable. With Transhuman Helix Gauntlet. Yes, if it wasn't for those, they would be dead. But okay, I mean, it's still my objective, because the Swarm Lord counts as 5 objective secured models, and then they're all objective secured, and Termagants count as double.
But is it still not under contention now?
No, because he counts as 5.
Oh, right, so
he's 1, they're 4.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely my objective.
Oh, no. I just assumed you
yeah. No. I mean, because we've both got objective secured, we basically ignore that. But he counts as 5 models, he counts as 1, they count as 4. So I've got 10 models there, 2 or 3. Yeah?
Yeah, you're kind of winning there.
Yeah. Okay, right, let's move over to the Hive Tyrant. So he's got 7 attacks because he's got his little clawy talon things. And his tail allows him to reroll a hit or a wound. Alright, and he hits on 2s. So, wow, okay, well, I'll reroll one of those hits. Didn't help. Okay, so I've only hit you 4 times. He's strength 8 though, because I gave him adrenal glands. So he is winning on 2s. And that's at -3, but you got invulnerable saves and then 1 damage. So you got 4 4+ invulnerable saves, and he's got 1 wound left. Well, you could CP it. But the thing is, even if you survive, it's not going to make a massive difference. You've still got Oath because you're Ancients there. You could CP it and hit me back if you wanted to. How many CP have you got?
9.
Yeah, gonna give it a go? No, he's still dead. Right. So he's dead.
But he gets to do.
I've got the objective, but you've still got Oath. Oh, and he could potentially hit me back. He doesn't hit me back. Okay, cool.
Doesn't he?
No, because it's on a 4-up you hit me back.
+1 to hit.
Yeah, but it's the banner rule is you need to roll a 4-up before you see if they hit me.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. So he's dead. I could consolidate into Ancient. I don't really care. I can just stay there on that objective. So at the end of my turn, I do get Stranglehold. So I've got those 3 objectives. I did get Sucking Interrogation. In terms of grind them down, though, I think I've actually got that as well. Because I killed the Blade Guard, the Aggressors, the Apothecary. Yeah, I've definitely killed more units than you. So I've maxed my secondaries. So that's not bad. Now, do I make my Hive Tyrant disappear, or do I see if you can actually kill him? I've only got 3 CP. No, he can stay there. He can stay there. So we'll count on some points and things, and then we'll be back. See what the Ultramarines do in turn 2. Right, we are back. Ultramarines turn 2. Paul is not happy with my list. Command phase. Calgar's told himself to reroll all hits. You've got both your litanies off and you've put them on Calgar. Basically, you've buffed up Calgar as much as you can because he wants to go and punch Hive Tyrant in a minute. You had 2 objectives at the start of your turn, so you've got 8 points. And then you've done a bit of moving things into position to shoot stuff, basically. Your bike captain's running off. And your intercessors have gone behind here to retrieve some data, so that's now got you 4 more points. And you're not falling your infiltrators back because you want all the points you can get at the moment, and if they fall back, they probably won't kill much, and then you'd not get a point.
Yeah. So
currently the points are, with you retrieving data, 21 points to 12. So okay, you're scoring well. You're scoring well. You haven't got much left to score with, though. But no, the less we say about that, the better. And your ATVs have just manoeuvred onto objectives to shoot what they can with the Gatling guns. Intercessors have come around the corner to shoot these 2 Termagants, just to get rid of them. But I think essentially your plan this turn is kill the Hive Tyrant and see what you can do.
Just kill stuff and go down in a blaze of glory.
Yes, as said by Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Cool. Shooting phase. What would you like to start with? Actually, do these chaps have pistols? Shall we check? Because you can always shoot the Carnifex in the face.
I'd imagine.
Right, slight correction. Chat the master rules are going onto the intercessors to roll hits because you put your Seal of Oath on the Hive Tyrant, so you don't need it to go and punch the Hive Tyrant.
No.
So, okay, that's going to be an interesting fight in a moment. Yeah, so we found out your infiltrators do have pistols. Did you want to start with some bolt pistols into a Carnifex?
Yeah.
3 shots hit on freeze, and then you'll be winning on 5s and another 2 up saves. 5s to wound. No, right, okay. Skip those guns. Right. Let's get into some better guns.
I'll do my ATV into the...
Cool. What does he want to shoot?
The bug. I don't know what it is.
Well, there's a Carnifex...
It doesn't really narrow things down when I'm playing it.
Well, they're all bugs. There's a Carnifex here, and you can probably see this Termagants as well now, actually, if you want to shoot some Termagants.
No, I'll probably do the Carnifex.
Shoot the Carnifex. Okay, cool. Oh, and I forgot to mention, people, I mentioned it to Paul off camera. I've done my Zone Throat's warp shielding this turn, so everything's got invulnerable saves, although most of them did anyway. But, yeah. Now my Termagants have got invulnerable saves as well. Yay! So Gatling gun to the Carnifex, yeah?
Yes.
Go for it.
Shots.
Hit on freeze. Not bad, not bad. What's the strength for this gun? 5, 6?
5, yeah.
Okay, so tough 7, so 5s to wound.
Just one.
Just 1. Any AP?
Just 1.
Oh, 3 up save. He's got a 5 up shrug from Catalyst. But not the other one over. He's lost a wound! He's got 8 left.
And then the bolters.
Yeah, so he's got 6 shots. Yep. Twin auto bolt rifles hitting on freeze. And then you're winning on 5s with those as well. Another one. And this will have AP because you're in the tactical doctrine now.
Yeah.
So 3 up. Made that. Cool. Yeah, they've got 2 up save Carnifex. It's like a Dreadnought with a -1 damage and lots of wounds and all the rest of it. But they've got 2 up save. So they're like Dreadnoughts, but better? I think they're actually less points as well, but obviously once you give them the upgrades and stuff, they're about the same. But they're good, they're good. Okay, moving across, I guess. You've got the Intercessors.
Yeah, they're probably shooting.
Did you want to finish off these 2 Termagants?
Yes, please.
Cool. You got 10 shots because you can move them rapid fire because you're Ultramarines. It'd be funny if these Termagants survive, isn't it? Because they've got 5+ invulnerable saves at the moment. So I don't care about your AP2 bolt rifles, to be honest.
That really wouldn't be funny.
I think it'd be hilarious. Go for it. You hit it on freeze. And then re-rolling everything because Calgar told them to. Wow. All your re-rolls turned into 1s. Glorious. They obviously didn't hear Calgar shooting as he ran off towards the Hive Tyrant. You are winning the turning at some 3s though. They're only toughness 3. So that's only 3. I've got 5+ invulnerable saves. One of them might survive. No, they're dead. It would have been funny, but it wasn't. But at least you killed a unit. That could affect my grind them down potentially. But okay. Right. Your Ancient's got a bolt pistol. Calgar's got some guns. Your Chapman's got a bolt pistol. And then you've got your ATV, your bike, and your Eradicators. Because the Intercessors are retrieving data. So what are you going to move over to next?
Ancient throw a grenade.
Your Ancient's going to throw a grenade?
Yeah.
That's cheeky. Go for it.
That'd be a bit better.
I'm assuming you want a crack grenade.
Yes.
Cool. We're hitting on a 3. And strength for a crack grenade is 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Toughness 7, so 5s. Okay. I mean, he's in the air. You threw a grenade really high in the air, and it just yeah.
And he's ancient. He's really old.
He is very old.
Oh, well, for a blade guard.
Yeah, I mean they're Primaris, so they can't be that old.
No.
But anyway, what are you going to be shooting next?
Calgar's going to shoot him.
Is he going to shoot the Hive Tyrant?
Yeah.
Cool. So he's got 4 shots because it's like rapid fire, and he's like right in front of me or something.
Yeah. I'm a bit unsure because it's Gordon's right. So it's rapid fire 2.
Yeah.
But there's 2 of them. So is that rapid fire? So is that 4 shots in total or 4 shots per gauntlet.
Let's check what it says. Right, 4 shots from the Gauntlets of Ultramar, shooting into the Hive Tyrant. You're hitting on 2s. And you're rerolling everything because of open moment, actually.
Yes.
So you're winning on 5s, but rerolling. I've just remembered you could have rerolled your crack nose for your ancient. We'll do that in a second. So strength 4, toughness 7. But you're winning, so you're winning on 5s, but rerolling because of the oath.
Yes.
Not oath moment. Seal of oath. We'll talk about that. So that's AP 2, yeah.
Yes.
4 plus vulnerable save. I failed 1. It's damage 2, isn't it? Okay, he's got 5 up shrugs from his warlord trait. He takes 2 wounds. Okay. Did you want to reroll the wound roll for your crack grenade?
Yeah.
Didn't help, right? Okay. Chaplain with his pistol?
Yeah, he's got the Absolver bolt pistol, I believe.
Yeah, all these Primaris names, they're great, aren't they? Bolt pistol,
Heavy.
heavy bolt pistol, Absolver bolt pistol. It's a bolt pistol.
Yeah.
Right, he hits on a... That hits, that's fine. Winning on a 5.
Yeah, strength 5. So,
Yeah, 5 to wound. Ooh, AP? Any AP?
Just -1.
Okay, so 4 ups then. Made it. Cool.
Okay, that's done. My locators.
Yes. They can shoot him because they're in the ruin. So you can shoot 6 heavy melter rifle shots. This could be painful. Did you want to do Signs of Guilliman so they can reroll hit rolls of 1?
Good job. Yeah, I knew that.
Well, I just suddenly realised your captains ran off, so I imagine
Yeah.
you want some sort of rerolls on them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just see if
See if you get your CP back. You do? Nice. They can roll ones for free. That's always nice, isn't it? So hitting on 3s, rolling once. You didn't get any ones, but you hit every time anyway. And then you're wounding. Actually, no, you didn't need to do that anyway, because you're rerolling everything against. Oh no, because they're not the chaplain for the Seal of Oath, are they?
No, that's
so yeah. You are winning on 3s though. Strength 8, toughness 7. Well, only failed 1, okay. So 5 invulnerable saves. Or 4 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I've failed lots of them.
D6 plus 2 on each one.
Even at that range? Oh yeah, because they're the super Primaris melter things, aren't they?
Within half range, it would be
right.
D6 plus 4.
I'm definitely CPing one of these saves. Okay, so 3 go through, and each one's D6 plus 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3D6 plus 6, basically. Did you want to reroll a damage roll?
Yeah.
Oh, well, slightly better.
That's 9.
So 9 plus 6 then, so 15. So I've got 15, 5 up shrugs. Just want to give him this warlord trait, obviously he'd be dead. He's already lost 2 wounds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think he's dead. I don't think he's got 14 wounds. No, Winged High Tyrant only have 12 wounds, and you managed to take 14 off him in total, including the 2 he already took. So, yes, he was eradicated. Yeah. I think it's fair to say. So he's dead. The beast is dead.
Never leave home without eradicators. I wish I brought more.
So your ATV's in range of the Zoanthropes.
Yeah.
Are you going to shoot the Zoanthropes?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Now my next job is removing those characters from the middle to stop me getting oath points. Which is going to be a challenge now, because I don't have my Hive Tyrant. But I do have smites. Anyway, ATV, shoot with the Zoanthropes. Hitting on 3s. What's the strength for your Gatling gun thing? Strength 5 or strength 6?
Yeah, strength 5.
Okay, so they're toughness 5 now, Zoanthropes, which is nice. So 4s, yeah.
2.
2. Oh. 2 4 plus invulnerable saves. Oh, one of them takes 2 wounds. Okay. So one of them's got 2 left. 6 shots from your bolt rifle. Yeah. Hitting on 3s. And you'll be winning with these on 5s. Strength 4, toughness 5. Oh, 2 more. Cheeky. Oh, you managed to kill one. Just got a brain bug. That's the way to kill them, volume of fire. That was always the way to kill them, it's still the way to kill them. What you don't shoot is las cannons at them because they've got invulnerable saves.
Right, and then Does he shot?
He hasn't shot yet, El Capitan. He wants to shoot the brain bugs as well, does he?
Yeah, he's shooting 2 as well.
Well, he's got a Stormbolter and a Twin Bolter.
Yeah.
So both of them together will be 8 shots.
I would just do them all together then.
Yeah. Because he's on a bike, he always rapid fires.
Yeah.
So yeah. Very shooty captain on bike, actually. Into the Xanthropes, hitting on 2s, he's a captain. He's managed to miss 3 times. Oh my days. Right. Winning on 5s. Oh, he's managed to get 2 wins. Okay. 4 ups. That's better. Right. I think that's your shooting done. But you have killed the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah, that's how.
Have killed those Termagants. You've killed 2 units.
Yeah. So
I need to kill 3 units to grind them down. Are you going to do any charges? I'm assuming not. Oh, are you eyeing up a...
No, that's how many charges now.
I mean, you could charge in and maybe kill them, but we need to die afterwards. But would he just die in my turn anyway?
Well, yeah, he's just out in the open.
Do you want to try ridiculous charge into the Xanthropes?
I'll roll just, yeah. Just for
it's like, what is it, like 10, 11 or something silly?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's not in. Right. I'm guessing no other charges.
No, I was looking at it.
Okay, well, he'll heroically intervene. And then because you haven't got any stuff that charged, I get the pick a unit to hit you with first. I'm just going to pick the small one. I mean, you knew they were going to die.
Well, yeah.
But you wanted to make sure you got the point for not falling back.
Now it's a different turn. Did they get the heinous one again?
Yeah.
Because it's once per turn.
Yeah. Did you want to transhuman them again as well?
Yeah.
You do have 10 CP. You might as well start spending some of them.
Actually, I think I'm down to...
Maybe 9 now.
No, I think about 8, actually.
You spent Signs of Grilliman, but you got that one back, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's it. But...
So I think you should be on 9.
9.
No, I'm not going to do reroll wounds because I think between him and the Carnifex you should die, and if you don't, I don't really care. I'll just smite you afterwards. Hitting on 2s. So I've missed 1, and now I'm winning on 4s instead of 2s. And saved a couple of wounds. You don't get any saves because they're -4, 3 damage, but you ignore one of them, and then units dead because you've only got 3 left. So they're dead. And now that's the end of your turn. So I'll consolidate him, and then yeah, you're in the middle of the board with a couple of characters. So I've got to try and remove those. You've killed a monster. You haven't fallen back or failed morale. You have done some rodding. You haven't engaged on all fronts though, which is a problem. But to be honest, with what you've got left, I think it's going to be difficult to get more engage points. Unless your ATV survives and zips around there next turn or something. But yeah, okay, alright, we'll be back in Tyranids, turn 2. Right, Tyranids turn 2, I've done some command phasey things and movement phasey things. In the command phase, I had 8 points for having 2 objectives. And then my Neurothropes told himself on the Broodlord to cast their powers on 3d6, discarding one of them. And my Swarmlord didn't really have anything else to command, so we just commanded the Carnifex that was next to him to reroll all hits and become an extra model for objective secured. So he now counts as 2 models in OBSEC, which is nice because he was already OBSEC because of my adaptive trait thing. In terms of the movement phase, Xanthropes got a nice advance over to here from here after I CP rerolled it, so I had something on that objective at least because I didn't really want a Carnifex or a Swarmlord just sitting on an objective. They want to go and punch stuff, so off they go. They both advanced. Broodlord advanced from there to there because then I've got something to bounce powers off of in the middle. In the middle there. I want to turn me up within 3 inches of him there. There we go. This kind of fixed here just moves into the middle. He's got a big gun and big claws, and there's an ancient in front of him. And I've just sort of shuffled things around a little bit so I can get in line of sight to shoot things. Really, quite simple. So yeah, let's start with my Broodlord, and he's going to psychic interrogate. Why not your chaplain? He's not an interrogator chaplain, so I'll interrogate him.
Yeah.
All right. So 3d6 to cast. I need a 4. That's a 5. Now, are you in denial? I think you're in denial range because he's got a 1 denial.
Yeah.
Do I CP that to try and get a higher number? Because point surprises.
24.
Yeah. You're in denial range. Yeah. I'm going to CP and re-roll that psychic test to get a high number. Okay, it's now gone off on a 9. Did you want to try and deny me getting 3 points? Okay. Oh, nearly. It's a 9. Okay, so I get my psychic interrogation off. Cool. Okay, now let's start bouncing some powers around for fun. Let's start off with an onslaught. What's more important to charge, the Carnifex or the Swarmlord? Swarmlord. Let's bounce it over to the Swarmlord by going bit, like that, because that's cool. So he's casting on 3 dice, and he gets +2 to cast. That's a 9. That's easily gone off. And then he's going to do a Catalyst. Oh, look, that's easily gone off on an 11. Let's put Catalyst. Let's put Catalyst on the Carnifex in the middle again, because he's going to be in a fight in a minute. That's it for him. Let's move on to Zim Shrubs and things. Actually, let's move on to the small one next. He's going to do Paroxysm. Okay, and he's going to put that on. Right, yeah, I'm going to start with Paroxysm. It's an updating range or 18 inches, so I'm going to do it on Calgar Paroxysm from the Swarmlord. That's a fort, that's failed. Okay, fine, never mind. And then he's just going to do a smite. Yeah, it's just smite. Cool, that's gone off. And that's going to be D3 into your ATV. For 2. 2 wins or 3 ATV, so it's got 6 left. Sweet. Okay. And then those zone throats over there are going to smite, and their nearest thing in line of sight is the ATV again. So, I need a 6. That's a 4 plus 3 because there's 3 in the unit, so that's 7. So that's gone off. And then it's D3 plus 3 because there's 3 in the unit. So that's 6 more mortal wounds on ATV. Oh, it's dead. Oh, what's my swarm going to charge now? If I'm lucky, it might be in charge range of your intercessors.
Oh, yes, please.
Next throats. Oh, they explode, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it didn't, so that's alright. This throat nearest thing for a smite is your captain there.
Okay.
So I need a 5. I need a 7 now, and they get +2 to cast this 2 in the unit. 4 plus. No, he failed. Okay. Okay. Brutals in a second. That's my psychic done. So now I'm going to shoot you. Okay. Is that fine?
Okay.
Cool. Right. I'm going to shoot on my termagants at your captain.
Okay. I'm going to play Stratagem Skilled Riders. 1 CP -1 to hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's not very nice. I'm hitting you on.
I'll get it back to 3.
You get it back. Nice. So I'm hitting you on 5s now. Well, I'm just going to shoot with all of them at the same time then, because it's not going to kill him. Okay, both units of termagants shooting to your captain with your skilled rider. So I'm hitting you on 5s. But to be fair, I think most of my hits were 5s or more anyway. It's about 5 flash borers. So I'm actually winning on 4s. It's nice, isn't it? So that is 5 at -1. So 5 free ups. Funny if he gets killed by termagants, isn't it? No, he's fine. Of course he is. Right. Okay. Now I've got that nonsense out of the way, I can shoot some proper guns. Right. Carnifex in the middle here. He's going to shoot his venom cannon straight into the face of your Blade Guard Ancient. Because then I can charge Calgar. Clear a path. He's got 3 shots. He's hitting on 3s. Hit twice. Running on 2s. 2 wounds at -3. Does he have any vulnerable save, your Ancient? I doubt he does, but let's check.
No, he doesn't.
Nope, no vulnerable save. Okay, so that's 2 at -3. So 2 6-up saves. Each one's 4 damage. That's a very dead Blade Guard Ancient. Shot in the face by a very big venom cannon. Okay, cool. So I've cleared a path to charge Calgar. That's nice, very nice. So your bike captain's got a 3+ invulnerable save, yeah?
Yes.
Cool, okay. Alright, well, fine. Let's let's shoot an Excrement at him. Oh, he's -1 to hit at the moment, isn't he? Alright, let's ignore him. Let's shoot an Excrement at ATV. So 6 + D3. So that's 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. Wow, I think I did the exploding 6s to trap that. Wounding on 3s, it's of 8. It's -4 free damage, that's a very dead ATV. Doesn't blow this. He's been blown to oblivion. Right. Okay, these X-Crins are good. Let's see what I'm going to shoot at. Eradicators. Because I've got 40-inch range because I'm chrono. So let's shoot the other one at Eradicators. I've got 1 CP left. No, I know what I'm saving that for. So no, let's just shoot the other one into the Eradicators. So 6 plus D3. So 7 this time. 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on the top is 5, aren't they? So 3s. So it's 3 at -4. I ignore cover, so you won't get a save. And then 3 damage each. That's 3 dead Eradicators. They're brutal, aren't they?
They are.
The fact that they just ignore cover as well. It's light cover and dense cover. So even if you're behind trees, don't care. I'm shooting through it. Oh, they're deadly. They just point and delete things. It's brilliant. Okay, right. Charge phase. I'm going to see how far away you are from a Swarm Lord. Right, I've done some measuring. My Swarm Lord is a 9-inch charge into those intercessors there. So I'm going to give it a go. That's not enough, so I'm not going to bother rerolling that. Don't need to, because I need my CP for something else, because I've only got 1. Kind of it's going to charge Calgar. He's in. Oh, objective secured. I'm going to smash Calgar. And that's it for charges, so I'm going to work out how many attacks and stuff he's got, and then I'll murder Calgar. Okay, we're back. I've charged the Carnifex in. I spent a CP on Voracious Appetite, so I can reroll my wounds. He hasn't got tusks, so I can't really do that many mortal wounds on the charge. So instead I'm just going to reroll all my wounds. And plus, I've only had 1 CP. So he's going to do that. You spent a CP on Transhuman, because obviously you don't want your Chapter Master to die against a massive bug that's going to... Well, he's not going to eat him, he's just going to cut him into little pieces. Okay, so he's charged, he's a Carnifex, he's got talons. He's got that many talon attacks. Alright? Hits from 3s. And he's got toxin sex, so they automatically wound. And then I'm wounding on 4s because of transhuman, rerolling wounds. I didn't need to reroll wounds. That is 5 invulnerable saves because it's AP lots. So 4 plus invulnerable saves, and then each one will be damage 2 instead of damage 3. So that'd be 4 wounds taken, unless you want to CP one of those.
I shall.
It's just 2 wounds taken. And then he's got his tail attacks, which will hit on 3s. And then these are only strength 4, so these will wound you on 5s. Like that, and then that's another invulnerable save. And you're fine. Okay, so he's on what, 6 wounds now?
6 wounds.
6 wounds, okay, so he survived a Carnifex charging into him, but that's not my punchy Carnifex though. That's my shooty Carnifex.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's fine.
Getting excuses in now, mate.
Yeah, I'm getting my excuses in now. The other one will come over and clap Calgar in a minute. But this Carnifex is the one that's got a 4+ invulnerable save.
Okay. He gets to shoot hit back now.
So yes, you may hit me back, sir.
Okay, so 7 attacks.
Yes.
On 2s.
Hit on 2s, yeah.
All hit.
All hit, lovely. On toughness 7, so I think you're winning on 3s. He's strength 8 or strength 10 or something.
Strength 8.
Yeah, so 3s to wound.
Well, it's +1 because he's got the...
He is +1 because he's got the litany. Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. So 2s then. Yeah. Doesn't help me roll 2 1s, but still. No. So it's 5 wounds, yeah?
5 wounds.
4+ invulnerable saves.
-3,
yeah. Dermic Symbiosis. I failed 2. What's the damage of his punchy things?
D3 damage.
Okay, 2d3. And each one's -1. So what have you got there? So that's 1, and the 3 becomes 2. So I've lost 3 wounds. So I'm on 5, and you're on 6. Okay. That was interesting. Well, I haven't killed you, but you haven't killed me, so it's still my objective, because my monsters are objective secured.
Yeah.
So, ha! So at the end of my turn, I will get Stranglehold again. I got Psychic Interrogation again, and did I get Grind Them Down? Yeah, I killed both your ATVs, your Eradicators, your Infiltrators. Yeah, I've definitely got Grind Them Down. Yeah. Cool. Okay, we'll work out points and we'll be back for Ultramarines turn 3. Right, we're back. Me and Paul have had a little chat. We've totted up where we are with the scores at the moment and sort of the points that you could get this turn. Essentially, Paul, you're going to concede because you haven't really got much left. You've got a couple of units of intercessors and some characters.
Yeah.
I've got a swarm.
Well, you pretty much have your entire army left.
You've killed some little bugs, a brain bug and a hive tyrant.
Yeah.
So yeah, but in terms of points, essentially what you would have got this turn, they would rod over there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd maybe get some more oath points. You got your primary for having that objective, so you'd get a few more points. You'd be on around 38 points, maybe a couple more if you get some oath points. Before me even having my turn, I'm on 32, and I'm going to keep running over the primary and keep running over Stranglehold and Psychic Interrogation. And there's no real way you can stop it. No. So yeah, I mean it's going to be a considerable win for the Tyranids if we played it out, because you might last another turn, maybe 2. And I would just basically max pretty much every single secondary, and I'd probably finish on 90 points.
Yeah.
To be honest. And you'd finish on 45-ish. So, yeah. Kelgar's, what he's going to do, because he's a tactical genius, he's going to sit there and realize, hang on, we can't win this fight. No. So he's going to get the hell out of here. Yeah, he's going to get out of Dodge.
He's tactically withdrawing to get reinforcements.
Yes, he's doing what Ultramarines do best, which is fall back and shoot.
Yeah.
Except he's not shooting; he's just falling back.
He's not re-engaging; he's just falling back.
No, he's just buggering off. That's what he's doing. So yeah, I mean, thanks for the game, Paul.
Thank you very much.
I'm very sorry. I did tell you this was a list something about taking to a GT in a couple of weeks, and you said fine, I'll be cannon fodder or whatever. I can't remember what your exact phrase was.
Yeah, cannon fodder. Yeah.
But I thought your list for an Ultramarine list was pretty good.
Your first turn crippled me.
Yeah, I killed a lot in that first turn.
Yeah.
But in terms of your list, you got Blade Guard, you got Aggressors, you know, War Suits are decent. ATVs, you've got lots of DACA, you got Eradicators. Maybe not have him, and maybe have a Dreadnought or some more Eradicators or something. Because he's a shooty captain on bike, but doesn't give you much. But other than that, I think it was a pretty decent list as far as Ultramarines go.
Yeah, I mean, the idea with him was that he would be moving around giving his buffs, but pretty much after your turn, you pretty much killed everything he was going to give his buffs to. So.
Yeah, I guess I kind of did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even if you didn't have him and you had a Dreadnought or some more Eradicators, like you saw what an X-Print did to 3 Eradicators, it just removed them from the board.
It's just like, you're not there anymore. All right then.
Yeah. X-Prints are ridiculously good if they can see things. Mortal Wound output from this list is not as good as it can be for Tyranids. Like, Maliceptors are ridiculous. Right? Like the big, massive brain monster. Mm. But even just Zoanthropes and Neurothropes, a couple of Hive Tyrants, put out a decent amount of mortal wounds. Carnifexes and Swarmlords are brutal in combat. Hive Tyrant wasn't too bad himself. He took out a unit of Blade Guard by himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think I killed maybe a couple with more Psychic, and then he just went in, charged, and killed some, and then kicked the last guy over.
He killed most of them just by charging in before he even swung a sword.
Yeah. So, yeah, lots and lots of mortal wound output from Tyranids at the moment, which is interesting. But yeah, okay, well, I think that's not bad for a first test run at this list. I'll see how it goes at the weekend. I'm going to have another game with it, actually, at the weekend, against probably Custodes or Tau or something. See how that does.
That'd be
a bit more of a challenge. Yeah.
They're the main guys now, aren't they? So.
Top Dogs, Custodes... Well, and Harlequins, but Custodes have got the mortal wound shrugs, haven't they? Whereas mortal wounds against Harlequins would just annihilate them. Mortal wound little clowns, just a smite would just kill like an entire unit, basically. But yeah, okay. Well, thanks for playing, Paul.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't really give you much of a game.
I'll get you next time.
I thought your list was good. And then I shot you, and then I suddenly realised, oh, maybe mine's a bit too good. But yeah, okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you saw what Tyranids can do. If this isn't even turned up to 10.
No.
I haven't got warriors, I haven't got a Maliceptor, I haven't got a flying harpy with 2 venom cannons flying around. This is essentially just what I've got in my box, and I just threw a list together, and it's quite good.
Terrifying.
Yes. Tyranids are back. See you in the next one.